Jussi and the Christmas light that went missing. It was a cold evening in December. In Helsinki, Jussi was sitting at his small desk by the window, drawing a New Year card. His colored pencils were neatly arranged on the desk. Suddenly, the room filled with a soft green light. Jussi stopped and looked up. A thin green line was moving gently in the sky. "Are those the northern lights?" he whispered. "But you don't usually see them so clearly here." The light glowed in front of the window for a short moment, then quietly disappeared. Jussi felt something strange inside. It felt like something was calling him. The next morning, a small wooden box was waiting in front of the door. On it, written with a golden seal, were the words, "Rovaniemi, North Pole Village." Jussi opened the box with excitement. Inside was an old brass compass. Snowflakes were carved into its lid. But the compass needle was strange. It did not point in normal directions. It kept turning toward the north, and it was glowing softly. It felt like it was quietly saying, "Follow me." When Jussi's family saw his curiosity and excitement, they decided to travel to Lapland for the holiday. As the airplane flew through snowy clouds, Jussi held his breath and looked down. Below him was a white fairy tale world. Frozen lakes, tall pine trees covered in snow, and reindeer running between the shadows. When Jussi held the compass close to the window, the needle glowed even brighter. It felt like it wanted to take him somewhere right away. Jussi's excitement grew with every minute. When they arrived in Rovaniemi, soft snow was falling from the sky. Laughter came from every doorway, and sweet vanilla-scented smoke rose from the chimneys. Just then, a cheerful elf stepped forward. Her name was Lumi. She smiled and bowed with his long ears. "Welcome! When I saw the compass, I knew it," he said. "You are the chosen one." Jussi blinked in surprise. "The chosen one?" Lumi nodded. "Yes, only those with a bright heart can call the aurora." Lumi led Jussi into a secret room. In the center stood an empty stand. "This is where the aurora box, the light box, used to be," Lumi explained. "It was the source of the northern lights, but last night someone stole it." Lumi's voice became serious. "If the box does not return, the sky will fall into darkness." Jussi looked down at his compass. The needle was pointing toward a narrow path leading into the forest, the ice forest. As they walked through the ice forest, they noticed large and strange footprints in the snow. Suddenly, a magical creature stepped out from the bushes. It was a fox with glowing blue eyes and a tail made of ice crystals. His name was Frost. Frost walked up to Jussi and gently touched his hand with his nose. It felt like he wanted to guide them. Frost suddenly ran ahead and led them to a huge ice cave. The entrance was filled with sharp icicles, and the inside looked like a maze. "This looks impossible to pass," Lumi said nervously. But Frost pointed at a piece of ice on the ground with his paw. It was a clue. Inside the cave, they found a light puzzle made of crystal blocks. The blocks had to be placed in the correct order. Jussi paused for a moment. Then he smiled. "This is just like building with Lego," he said. He carefully placed the blocks one by one. The light reflected across the crystals and hit the far wall. Suddenly, the cave door opened with a loud rumble. Deep inside the cave sat an old elf. His name was Boar. He was holding the Aurora box in his arms and looked tired and sad. "The lights are too noisy," Boar whispered. "I only wanted some quiet and darkness." Frost walked over and rested his head on Boar's knee. His crystal tail glowed with a soft, gentle light. Jussi slowly stepped closer to Boar. "I know the world can feel very noisy sometimes," Jussi said kindly. "But this box is not just light, it also brings hope." He continued, "Children who feel lost in the dark look up to the lights to find their way." Boar looked into Jussi's eyes and saw his kindness. He took a deep breath and gently handed the box to him. When Jussi held the Aurora box, his kindness and courage connected with it. Suddenly, a powerful burst of light filled the cave. Green, purple, and turquoise lights shot into the sky. All of Lapland was glowing again. The northern lights had returned. Back in the village, Santa Claus welcomed them. "Ho, ho, ho," he laughed. "Thank you for bringing the lights back, Jussi." He placed a golden medal with a star around Jussi's neck, Lightbringer. The sky was filled with dancing auroras. When Jussi returned home, he was no longer afraid of the dark, because he knew one important thing: the strongest light lives inside the heart.
Hiljaisessa yössä valo syttyy. Jussi katsoo taivasta. Vihreä kutsu, pohjoinen tie. Sydän ohjaa kulkijaa. Lumi loistaa, yö herää, taika palaa Lapin maan. Valo syntyy sydämestä, rohkeus vie eteenpäin.